here, let me write here like this way. Here y equals to -2 represent a line parallel to x-axis. X-axis and that and so anybody, x equals to 0 means what? Okay, x equals to 0 means it represents a line y-axis. So we need to understand that. Okay, x equals to 0 means it is itself the y-axis. So it is itself the y-axis. X equals to 0. And it is greater than 0. Now greater than 0, you can see here. You can see it is greater than, yes, Babu? So it is greater than 0. So greater than 0 means now, as you all know, the boundary region will be towards the right side. Okay, because these are the greater than 0. You can see here is 1, here is 2, here is 3. Okay, but here is -1. So -2, -3. So here we don't need to test. Okay, directly we can write greater than 0 means now this is the boundary region. So remember all of you, if there is x is greater than 0, then this is the boundary line along with the boundary region. I hope everybody have understood the meaning of x is greater than 0. In the same way, if we have y is greater than 0, okay, y is greater than 0 means now we need to first of all understand what is the meaning of y equals to 0. So y equals to 0 first of all. Okay, now y equals to 0 means it is x-axis. Okay, as you all know, y equals to 0 means x-axis. So it is x-axis. Now it is greater than 0. Now y is greater than 0. So y is greater than 0 means it will be above, up. Okay, this is y is greater than 0. Okay, this is y is greater than 0. Because we know that this is 1, this is 2, okay, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, but these down part are the -1. So greater than 0 means the boundary region will be above the x-axis. So these are the inequalities, okay, which we need to remember, my dear students. So sometimes the inequalities contains x and y both. Okay, sometimes the inequalities contain only x. Sometimes the inequalities, okay, where the boundary line passes through the origin. So many things just we need to understand, okay, from the inequalities. So the showing the inequalities in the graph, okay, anyhow we need to understand. Because now we are going to talk about the linear programming. So I want to show you. Okay, now you can see all of you. Now, first of all, let's go to this, okay? X is, you can see, all of you, please, you can see all of you. X is greater than 3. Now, this inequalities we are going to show. So, if x is greater than 3, then how to show? Now, first of all, this is the boundary line, you can see, x equals to 3. Then we know that if there is only variable x, then it should parallel to y-axis. You can see it is parallel to y-axis. X equals to 3 भनेको बुझ्नु पर्छ, यो भनेको x मात्रै variable, okay? The variable x means Now we need to understand that it is parallel to y-axis. X is जहिले पनि 3 हुने क्या. So parallel to y-axis, and it passes through 3, 0. Because you can see x is 3 here. You can see x is 3. And y we don't know. What is y? We don't know. Y can be anything. Okay, y can be 0, y can be 1, y can be 2, y can be -1. So you can see now, this is the boundary line. Okay, parallel to y-axis. And if you'll test, okay, if you'll test the origin, okay, 0 will be greater. So 0 will be greater means it is false. So here, this is the boundary region. Okay, this is the way to show. Now, the next inequalities I want to show you. You can see the next inequality. How many students are there? 22 students are there. Okay, now you can see, all of you, please, the next inequalities containing the two variables. You can see on the top, graph of inequalities in the two variables. So this type of inequalities, if we are going to show, then its corresponding boundary line is this: 2x plus 3y equals to 6. Now from here, you can tabulate the value of x and y. Then these are the passing point which we have found. Then if you'll plot in the graph, okay, if you'll plot in the graph, this type of graph is formed. You can see. Then if you will test the origin, okay, now here the testing point is origin. Then here we got 0 is greater than 6. So 0 is greater than 6 means while testing the origin, okay, while testing the origin, it is false. So the arrow will be away from the origin. Now we cannot show the arrow towards the origin. Arrow will be away from the origin. So I think just everybody you have understood, okay, the way of showing the inequalities. This is the first example. Now example number 1. This already we have done. Now, all of you, please take out your exercise copy. Okay, take out your exercise copy and let's do these two questions. This and this. Okay, draw the graph of this and this in the same graph copy, please, all of you. Let's do in the same graph. Okay, it's better to do in the graph copy, okay, instead of doing in the plain paper. Let's do in the graph copy, all of you. Now here you can see there are the two inequalities, okay, which we are going to show in the graph. First of all, will you please copy the question so that I can also show you the solution. X minus 2y I cannot paste here. I'm waiting, my dear students. You can do in the same graph also. Okay, and just you can give the arrow, okay, all of you. Now, if you do in the graph, okay, the first inequalities, it will be 4 will be here, and it will be -2. The first inequalities, okay, the line will be like this way, all of you. And if you'll test the origin, it will be false. So it will be false means it will be away from the origin. This is the graph for the first inequalities. I'm sure everybody have understood. This is the inequalities of the first, okay? X minus 2y is greater than equals to 4. Then if you'll go to the second inequalities means it will be 4 and it will be 8. 8 means somewhere here. So the second inequalities, okay, will be like this way. Okay, in this way. And if you test the origin means it will be true. So it will be towards the origin. So this type of graph it will seems okay. Now I'll show you the solution also. You can see the solution. The first inequality is going like this way, and the second inequality is going like this way. And you can see there is a common shaded part, okay, which is the solution for the given inequalities. But I did mistake. The first inequalities means x minus 2y, yes. And the origin while testing, it will be false, yeah. Okay, it is correct. I'm waiting, my dear students, to fast. You can see the solution. Now we are going to talk about the topics linear programming. Okay, it is just associate with the inequalities. Okay, just it is associate with the inequalities. So now one example just I would like to give you. Now you can see all of you how the questions will be asked in the linear programming. Okay, so all of you, let's do one thing. Just copy this, all of you. First of all, example number 3, all of you. Copy it. Then just I'll tell you the meaning also. Everything just I'll tell you. Copy this example number 3. This type of questions will be asked in 4 marks or 5 marks. Don't worry, I'll tell you the meaning. Now you can see there is a function given. Okay, copy this. And there are 3 inequalities given in the questions. Okay, copy this, all of you. The 3 inequalities are given and there is one function given. Okay, I'll tell you, don't worry. And this type of inequalities are also called constraint. Constraint. Okay, constraint. Now, now, first of all, what is our duty is, all of you please copy this inequality, take out your graph copy, and in graph copy, please let's show all these inequalities in the same graph. So let's copy these inequalities, all of you. Let's copy the inequalities, all of you. Christy, did you copy the inequalities?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please tell me. Let Christy tell me what is the first inequality?
2x plus 3y is greater than or equals to 6.
Second,
2x minus 3y is less than or equals to 6.
and the last one.
And y is less than or equals to 2.
Okay, now all of you, please. Now let's show this in the graph. Now, please, what are the language, okay, which we need to write? Please write the sufficient language. All of you, I am waiting, okay? Just I'll wait for 3 minutes, all of you. I'll wait for 3 minutes. The first inequalities will be like this way, all of you. And if you will test the origin, it will be false. So the false means arrow will be upwards. Okay, now this is the inequalities. Okay, the first inequalities. The first inequalities will be like this way, all of you. You can write the name also there. 2x plus 3y is greater than or equals to 6. Here it's difficult for me to write, okay? Now the second inequality is also I'll show in the graph. This is in the black color, right, all of you. The first inequalities I have shown in the graph, which is a black color. Now I'll choose the blue color, right, please. For the second inequalities, let's go to the blue color, all of you. So the second inequalities will be same 3 and it will be -2. So it will be here and it will be here. The second inequalities will be like this way, all of you. Okay, this will be the second inequalities. And if you'll test the origin, it will be true. True means towards the origin. So I have shown the second inequalities also, my dear students. But please, you have to do in the process wise, okay, all of you. Now you can see the third inequalities, okay, which I am going to use the red color. But you have to use the same color, right? That is the pencil. You have to use pencil. But here I am using the different colors so that you'll understand. So the third inequalities, as you all know, okay, it is parallel to the x-axis and passing through 0, 2. So the third inequalities will be like this way. This is the third inequalities. This is x over x dash. So I have shown the third inequalities, and if you test the origin, it will be 0 is less than 2, which is true. So it will be towards the origin. So I have shown all the inequalities in the graph, all of you. in the same graph along with the arrow. Boundary line with boundary region. So I have shown the all inequalities in the graph, and there you can see I have shown boundary line with boundary region. Prachi, which inequalities you have reached?
So the third one.
Okay. But already I said all of you, you have to show the language, okay? First of all, let the boundary line be, okay, like this way. Then making the x or y alone, then tabulating the value of x and y. Then we have to testing the point. So many things we have to do, I please. And already I said this is the fixed questions, okay, which will be asked in 4 marks or 5 marks. But don't think that we have completed, right? Still so many things left. Now, just now we have shown the inequalities in the graph. now, now 1 minute I'll wait, okay? After 1 minute, just again we'll discuss. So you can write the name also. Okay, let me write. Okay, this is y is less than equals to 2. And this blue one is 2x minus 3y is less than equals to 6. And the black one, 2x plus 3y greater than equals to 6. Okay, I have given the name also. Okay, the three inequalities are there, and which I have shown in the graph, and there, okay, boundary line with boundary region. Okay, I have shown. Now after this, now we have to find the feasible region. Feasible, feasible region. Okay, now I'll tell you what is the meaning of feasible region. Now in the compulsory math, okay, let's say these are the three circle. Now this three circle, okay, intersect with each other, and we know that this is called the intersection part of this three circle. Okay, A intersection B intersection C. So in the same way, in the inequalities also, what is the intersection part? Okay, what is the intersection part of these three inequalities? That is called the feasible region. Okay, the common part. So now we are going to identify the feasible region from the graph. Now, while identifying the feasible region, now we have to see the arrow. Okay, where the arrow is going. Now you can see the black one arrow is showing up. Let me use the black one. You can see the black one is going up here. You can see, yes. Let me highlight it. You can see this is the black one. Okay, this is the black one which is showing up, and the green one is showing up like this way. You can see the green one, and in the same way the red one is showing down. Now we have to see what is the feasible region. Okay, now the feasible region, okay, is I think this triangle. Now you can set it. Just wait, I'll tell you, okay, why other part it is not. This feasible region is the triangle. Now, why I did not set this part? Why I did not set this part? Because you can see the arrow is showing up, so I cannot touch this fellow. And this also I cannot set. This part also I cannot set because this first inequalities is saying please go up. The first inequality is saying go up. You can see. So this is called feasible region. Now let me write the name also. A triangle is formed A, B, and C. Now you can write from graph triangle A, B, C represent the feasible region. Okay, from the graph, triangle ABC represent the feasible region. So now you can easily find the coordinates of A, B, and C also. Triangle ABC represent the feasible region. Now what is A? You can easily find. A means 3, 0. B means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 2, I think. 6, 2. And C means 0, 2. So this is the feasible region along with the feasible point. यो तीनवटा inequalitiesहरूको, all of you please, what we need to understand. The three inequalities which are given in the question, okay, this is the intersection part. Just we need to understand. यो तीनवटा inequalitiesहरूको intersection part, okay. A intersection B intersection C, like this way, okay. So the intersection part of these three inequalities is the portion which I had shaded. And after shading, okay, now there we found a triangle. So I found the coordinates of the each vertices of the triangle, which we need in the future now. This we need in the future. Now I'll show you. Oh my God. Oh, okay, you can see the same graph is formed. You can see, all of you, the same graph is formed. Now, and you can see the feasible region. Okay, the vertices of the feasible region also, I think everybody you have copied. Now please do fast. I do fast. Now all of you make the table, all of you. Make this table, all of you. Okay, this is called the feasible point. Okay, this is the feasible point, okay, which we have found from the graph, and this will be given in the question. This will be given in the question. Okay, the function will be given in the question. Okay, which is also called objective function. And you will just substitute the given vertex in the function. यो 3,0 भन्ने छ, यो चाहिँ x को ठाउँमा 3 हाल्ने र y को ठाउँमा 0 हाल्ने. And here we got the value, that is 12. Here we got 22. And here we got -2. You can see how the questions will be asked now. Find the maximum or minimum value of the function, okay, with the subject, that means with the constraint this much. So first of all, already I said, you have to show the given inequalities in the graph. After showing the inequalities in the graph, then there you will find the common region. Okay, you will find the common region. Then after finding the common region, okay, you will find the feasible vertices. Then you have to plug in the given function. Okay, so that we can get the maximum and minimum value. So you can see we found the maximum and minimum value. So this is the way of showing. So all of you, please, let's do one thing. तिमीहरु पनि एउटा गर है, homework. So what you will do is, you will do question number 8. Actually, screenshot liu ta bhai bhani ho. Okay, you don't need to find the maximum minimum value. Just show in the graph these questions, all of you. This 4 question. This is question number 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Just showing in the graph and shading the feasible region. तीनटा inequalities एउटै ग्राफमा देखाउने र ग्राफमा देखाएपछि feasible region चाहिँ shade गर्ने. That much only. And find the feasible vertices also. So your assignment is to do question number 8, all of you. Yes, please.
So once can you show the previous table?
This one?
Yes, sir, I wanted to see the conclusion.
So you can see the value we are getting is 12, 22 and -2. So 22 is the maximum value and -2 is the minimum value for the given function. Okay, according to the given constraint, that is inequality. So you can write the conclusion. The maximum value is 22 and the minimum value is -2 when x equals to 6 and y equals to 2. Okay, my dear students, again we'll discuss about this inequalities from the beginning, okay, in the different way. So we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, till then, bye bye all of you, have a good day and see you in the next class.